Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, back with the 7th round of the Reddit Championship Series. For those of you who have been following along, we've seen a lot of very interesting decks, and also we've seen a lot of Eldritch. But I promise you, this match will be much more interesting. The control deck we've selected does not contain any zombies. This is a match of Altergeist versus Adamancipator, and a quick reminder, these decks were built at the start of the Secret Slayer's release, so you might see a little more eggs than would otherwise be expected. But one egg master is my co-commentator, introducing... It's Hardleg.
Hey, how's it going? I do like eggs.
That's the one thing we have in common. We actually met over our mutual shared interest of eggs.
Yeah, we both have side channels where we make omelets of different designs and then rate them.
Yeah, most of mine get zeros. I'm very hard on myself.
Yeah, make sure you check out Hardleg Eggs next time you get a chance.
Hard Egg Gaming.
Hard Egg Gaming.
Yeah, but today we've got a very, very interesting match. Again, Flying Chicken is the player who is playing Adamancipator. They are on a very old build of the deck. It's got Adamancipator Relief, the Ritual Beast Steeds of the deck, as well as the Field Spell. And Bear X Bear, who has a YouTube channel that you should probably check out, is on Altergeist, playing a Singleton Waking the Dragon. Best of luck.
Hopefully we'll see that resolve today. Should be interesting.
I hope that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Comment in the comments now. Do you think it will happen?
Yeah, make sure to lock in your answers before the video finishes.
Exactly. The more comments, the better.
Yeah, and also comment if you don't want to see Waking Resolve. And comment on what you think the targets will be. Comment about who you think will win the die roll, and if we should show both hands for this replay.
Hey, there we go.
Alright, so Bear X Bear starting out with a normal Altergeist turn. No access to Melusik, which is hilarious.
Pretty much the entire play, although he does have the personal spoofing, so I believe he could still resolve that. It's been a while since I've played Altergeist, but I'm pretty sure that still gets him to the combo and everything.
Yeah, we'll be able to tuck back this copy of Silquidius for this personal spoofing, and then go into a multi-faker and sit on that for a couple of turns.
And I mean, anytime you start with 2 Solemn Judgments, you're usually in a pretty good position.
Right. A lot depends on this die roll, of course. I mean, Adamancipator is a fantastic combo deck with the ability to play through multiple interruptions, but Solemn Judgment's a good one.
Yeah.
Alright, so here comes the normal summon of Analyzer, and that is met with the first of the 2 Solemn Judgments.
There we go.
Hey, that's fine.
Now,
I guess we'll...
He does have the Gigantes, and he has that, so he can bring it back.
We'll just bring it back immediately. Ideal start.
Okay. So and here comes the personal spoofing. Yep.
There's the multi-faker, and of course, at resolution, that multi-faker will get a Silquidius. I think likely what's going to happen is the Silquidius will bounce this copy of Analyzer, but unfortunately for Bear, Analyzer hasn't been special summoned, so can still be special summoned via their Cyber Dragon-esque effect. Bear thinking here. Oh, going for Conchieri! Gonna activate the Conchieri effect, targeting Analyzer so it cannot use its effect.
Interesting.
That's cute. It doesn't
Of course,
matter.
yeah, he has the Researcher, so he's just going to be able to go off from there.
One thing I hate about this deck... Here's a
Solemn Strike. Yeah.
One thing I hate about this deck is every single card is an extender. There's just nothing in this deck that doesn't find you more cards.
And there's the Gigantes. Now, is he going to Solemn that one?
Oh, what's the set card? It's the next Solemn Judgment. Fantastic.
The other Judgment.
So we do get to eat this copy of Multi-Faker here. That's good, except the personal spoofing means we'll be able to go into a Marionetter and get it back with a Manifestation on the next turn. You probably have to Synchro for an 8 here, and Dragite might be the play. Oh no, just going for the Gallant Granite.
Yep, and there's the Solemn Judgment.
Well, that was an exciting game.
Yeah. Couldn't he have activated the multi-faker and bounced? Oh wait, no, never. I'm sorry. I got that confused.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to remember the combos, but I can't hover over the cards like you can.
Haha, fool. I'm in control now. You'll read Conchieri and you'll like it.
He's going with the personal spoofing again.
And you can see...
Oh, Marionetter.
We've got a copy of Infinite Impermanence in the column, but no monster to negate.
Yeah.
Alright, so there is the negation of the Marionetter, which means we won't be getting back the Multi-Faker with its effect. Instead, we'll just get in for 16, I suppose. And with an egg in the hand, I don't know, this still seems pretty over.
Yeah, it really depends. Well, granted, what was that he just set?
It was a protocol, so another monster negate, and another egg in the hand.
Just a handful of eggs with nothing to do. Granted, he sets it.
Folks, I gotta tell you, this is going to be great for our egg channels. Again,
Yeah.
Hard Egg Gaming, and I don't know.
I can't think of a pun with yours.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. My mind's working at 10 miles an hour. We're going to spoofing for another copy of Marionetter, of course, and then on the next turn, we'll fire the Marionetter, and that's enough to fiend a concession. So these two players really encroaching on my ability to make ad revenue from this replay. Very upsetting from the pair of them. I gotta be honest. This is why we stopped playing eggs, by the way.
Yeah. And it's interesting to see because we looked at their side decks beforehand, and this guy can easily, Flying Chicken can put in a whole bunch of spell trap removal. I think he was on Cosmic Cyclone and Twin Twisters, as well as, what was it, Sandman?
The trap negator.
The Koki Miru that negates traps.
Oh, yeah. I really
Of course, Bear X Bear over there on the Sphere mode and the Evenly match, which might make things a little bit difficult. Although he's got no disruption now.
Yeah. It's also a terrible hand. Like, you need your normal summon to go into Marionetter so you have a trap card. If that Evenly match gets negated at all, you actually just lose the game.
Although, yeah, he could Sphere mode and then Evenly match.
That's probably the play, but still requires, like, a turn of setup, likely.
Yeah, it really depends how much he got.
All right, so Doki discarding Gigantes here. And then Analyzer effect afterwards, I expect.
Gotcha.
Almost a whiff.
Okay. Almost, but not quite.
Another reason why people have cut basically any semblance of the traps, the relief and the counter trap, just not present in any Adamancipator deck lists from the last couple of weeks. Pretty much exactly for this reason. You don't want to find them on your excavates.
Okay, he's going for a... Oh, Halkafibrax.
And then what? Gonna get a Seeker from deck? Yep, that sounds good.
Yep.
Unfortunately, can't use the effect, but not that big of a deal. It's time for Gallant Granite.
Yep, I was wondering where he was going to show his face.
So this gets you either Researcher or Block Dragon?
And there's the Block Dragon.
How do you feel about this card? Is this the ban for this deck?
See, when I made my version of this deck, I refused to play Block Dragon because I was like, yeah, this thing feels like it's going to be banned. It needs to be just because of how recursive it is. And I think a lot of people like laughed at me in the comments of the video. They're like, no way Block Dragon will be hit.
You are right on the money.
Lo and behold, a month later, and I'm watching C-Mode, he's like, yeah, Block Dragon seems a little broken.
Who could have ever thought that a +2 would be good? I'm shocked, personally.
Well, just the fact that it could, add up to 3 rock monsters from your deck. That's just, ooh. And they made all the levels right, too.
Here we go. This is the Appaloosa for 3, turning off any hand traps. Of course, it's going to be absolutely useless versus the Sphere mode.
Yeah.
Going for a Searcher and Seeker and Gigantes. Oh, I hate this.
And he can still summon the Seeker, right?
Yep. I believe the Seeker and the Researcher haven't been summoned yet.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not exactly sure yet. All right,
yeah,
so we're
I've lost
clear some
a little
space. All right, Raptide is the best of them. It can get anything, including tuners. Sandman! He boarded into Sandman! Oh, he's got to pick it too, right? Oh no, going for the Drake.
No.
Boo!
Gotta get that free draw. Yeah. You can't resist it. Anytime you see blue.
Ooh,
so the meta versions, do they still play the blue egg?
They usually play one copy of the blue egg. I find that incredibly funny, personally. But we've seen a couple of meta versions. I think the most popular and most successful is the Onomat one that's playing like Dodo Dwarf Go 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 Glove. That's a card I never expected to be meta relevant.
Summoned him in Needle Fiber.
And they're just figuring out if Seeker can actually activate the effect, and it can.
Yeah, it seems to be an inherent or a built-in special summon, as they technically call it. Oof.
As a judge, please do not ever say the term inherent.
Yeah.
All right.
It's technically built in, but for some reason, just no one likes that phrase.
Built in. I kind of like that. I've
Yeah.
actually never heard it. I only ever heard inherent used.
Yeah, I made a tutorial series trying to explain all the rulings and stuff back in the early days, so I had to learn all that stuff.
Wow, that sounds like a very interesting series of content that you should check out on http://www.youtube.com/hardleggaming.
Please do not. The audio is terrible and they are outdated. But they got my channel started. That was like my first 100 subs was through that.
Uh-oh.
Is he just
this is not a
ending
great
here?
start.
No.
Notably.
And there's the Nibiru, just one draw too late.
So notably, while you can activate this huge egg in hand to get rid of likely the Opelousas, the Gallant Granite, and the Dragite, leaving the Adamancipator Crystal Dragite on the field rewards exactly the set relief, and that'll be able to pop something. Like, why would you ever tribute the defense position egg? There's no way.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't know.
Chad, he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
See, this is why you play the eggs.
This is egg tribal over here.
Yeah, he just got double eggs. What can I say?
Actually does not have negation for this evenly matched, however.
No.
All right. Keeping the Cosmic Cyclone. I like it.
Probably the best bet.
Unfortunately, the Multi-Faker is in the hand, and it takes a true hero to draw Multi-Faker evenly matched.
Yeah.
Though Ash Blossom
and Ash Blossom.
Quick end to that. And a Biru the draw for turn. Unfortunate that it didn't come down earlier, but I reckon that it will be important on the following turn.
We'll see. I mean, he's only going to have the 2 cards. Obviously, he can combo off, but the question is how much? Is it going to be the 5 summons for Nibiru?
Right. Secretly, the actual... Whoa, that's a normal summon on the turn that you used Winged Dragon and Sphere mode.
Flying Chicken realized it.
Ah, yes. Of course, the chicken would remember all the text on draw.
The chicken remembers the eggs.
No, the secret resource that Adamancipator has isn't cards in hand or graveyard or anything. It's cards in extra, and they're missing a couple of like critical playmakers like Gallant Granite after the first time they go off. It makes it much harder to do so in the future. However, they can shuffle back this copy of Dragite in the graveyard back into the extra deck using the eggs effect, and more importantly, they can fire Block Dragon again this turn. Real fun.
Of course.
Great, I love this.
Discount Advantage Warehouse up in here.
So here's Researcher. Let's see what it finds. I guess a whiff would end the game. That is not a whiff. That's very much not a whiff.
That is a draw, and he could get the Koki Miru and stop the Nibiru, but of course he got it. You gotta go for that draw.
The alluring draw. You must take it.
We're just trained from birth to go +1 at any chance possible.
All Yugists are born with an innate desire for advantage. It's in our genetic code. Ooh.
So what's that? 3 summons? And then if he synchros and Monster Reborn, that could probably be game.
Here's the synchro, or the Link summon, more likely.
Yeah.
Yep, IP Masquerena to trigger the Grave Effect of Block Dragon, and unless you're on another Appaloosa, I think we will see the Nibiru come down this turn.
Well, granted, yeah, now that
Guardian! Wait, it's normal the Guardian! Oh, this is a little bit pog.
Get that. Okay, and he's got all of them. So yeah, if he normals the Guardian now, and then he could still special summon the... Yeah!
That's the 4th summon. Oh, that's so heads up.
Magnificent bastard. Read his book.
I do like that the only play that this plays around is if the 6th card was Nibiru. Because if he had it in the first 5 cards, you'd play it then. Instead, he's like, no. I know he drew it for turn.
He's just got the power of the Mega Ultra Chicken.
Wow, just barely finding that red crystal. And what does this one even do? It's, you can place an Adamancipator... Stop shuffling cards back. From your hand or graveyard on top of the deck. Okay.
Yeah.
And
which can be good sometimes for recycling, like, the extra deck monsters if you don't already have something in the grave.
Yeah, I could see it. You can put Leonite back. Who can forget Leonite?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's actually using it right now.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Wow.
See, I was worried. I was like, I don't know the meta version of this, but they're playing the eggs, and I remember what those do.
We've actually trained perfectly for this moment.
Exactly.
All right, so...
And I mean, you could also, like, you could stack some things on top and then make sure you don't whiff with the effects, get a blue egg if he hadn't already used it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think we're likely to see a synchro here. Oh, wow, just going for a 4. I guess we have a Boral sword in here. And, yeah, that's the end of the game, I believe. Is it still lethal if you negate the effect of Dragite? All right, it says end of main phase, going to fire off the Nibiru, and of course that'll fetch the Koa-Kaimaru Guardian. There's no further you can extend, is there?
No, I don't think so, because he already used his normal summon, and he already summoned...
Oh,
I forget its name.
So,
Dragite, to bounce it back.
Revealing that, he was afraid of specifically Nibiru, threatening the end of the main phase to proc it, and then saying, oh, well, if we're still in main phase, I might as well bounce your monster.
That's disgusting, I know.
I can't believe this individual lost a game where they opened evenly matched, egg, multi-faker. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, the flying chicken drew into that Ash Blossom, and it really ended up being just the card he needed this time.
I guess Dragite was right. I guess I'm an idiot. I guess I'm the only one here who cares about Automat.
Waking the Dragon!
Oh, it's here. Oh my god. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Could it be? The only problem is Flying Chicken doesn't have any spell trap removal, unfortunately, and if I'm not mistaken... No, if it leaves the field, so if he bounces it with a Dragite, it still activates it.
I don't know if that's true. I do know that Cosmic will proc it. Looks like the 1-for-1 was met with an Ash Blossom, which is a really, really big choke point for this deck. And
unfortunately.
Yeah, basically nothing to stop the OTK. Solemn Judgment and Compulse are good, of course, but this deck can summon 18 monsters a turn. Will Waking the Dragon be popped? I need to see it.
We can only hope so.
I would consider just compulsing here.
Yeah, the way exactly.
Yeah, get it out
the way I'd see it, it's like he needs a rock on the field if he doesn't open with something else, but he can normal summon.
Oh, unfortunate. And he drew the worst card in the scenario where you've just compulsed. Shoot. Just passing it back.
Oof.
Oh, okay. So now we've got a full house. 3 Analyzer, 2 Researcher.
He had it normal summoned. I wonder why he didn't go for the Researcher.
He had normaled the Researcher last time. Or he normaled the Analyzer.
Analyzer, your opponent needs a monster. Okay.
Alright, so this Analyzer going to be met with a Solemn Judgment, and I think that's the end of the turn again. Yeah. This game rocks. Oh, we have another copy of an Altergeist. Does that do anything? No. We're just kind of hoping on Waking the Dragon.
Set Silquidius. Yep, Waking the Dragon might prove to be the one thing in this game. We're really just hoping that Flying Chicken tries to pop it.
All right, so
At
Analyzer,
least assuming you want Bear to win.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I am 100% in on the individual not playing Adamancipator usually, but I am 1000% in on the individual playing Waking the Dragon.
It's so, like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna spew garbage out of my mouth like always.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say I really like Adamancipator, both like the design. I like synchro decks. I like rock-based kind of things. It's really rare for me to find a meta powerful deck that I really like, but I find myself rooting against it just because of how overpowering it is compared to Altergeist.
It is frustrating because the deck does do something cool. You don't get like thematic archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Often, but like the mining archetype that excavates, that's hilarious. And a whiff off of this Researcher. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right.
Yep, Gigantes cannot be special summoned except through its effect.
Have I missed the Doki activation? Probably. We haven't normaled yet, so let's just normal the egg, I suppose.
Normal the egg.
We've all been
Lots
there.
Lots of eggs this bet, yeah. All right, there's the Gallant Granite.
Could be Seeker, but more likely is going to be Block Dragon.
Yeah, really it's just a matter of how much this guy fears the face down cards.
I hope it's a lot. God, I hope it's a lot.
That's all it's going to... And then the thing is, we know what kind of targets he has in his extra deck. Mm-hmm. The real question is, does he have anything that the opponent won't be able to get over?
Can you get over Last Warrior from Another Planet? How much is that?
Well, like if he already has all the monsters on the field or whatever, I don't think Last Warrior gets rid of them.
Right, yeah. It gets rid of yours. Very helpful.
Yeah.
All right, so thinking about this summon right here. Yeah,
I didn't know
whatever.
Analyzer had that effect.
It actually does. It's if you've ever played the break cards in the Pokemon TCG, it's one of those.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, trust me, it's hilarious if you get the reference. Not cringy at all. All right, so
God, I hope this doesn't get featured.
Please, please, please. All right, so here's Block Dragon, as expected. Wow, that's just amazing. I mean, just a fantastic quote. That's going to be... I'm going to see if I can integrate that into the title card for this episode.
The match no one wanted you to see.
Oh my god, he's doing it! Chad, he doesn't know. Chad, he doesn't know. He doesn't know, Chad.
And he's doing it with Last Warrior from Another Planet could actually be really useful at this time.
You can't beat Last Warrior from this position. Oh my god.
Because he doesn't have anything bigger than it. Of course, if he gets Mega Clops, I'm not sure what else he could do either.
Oh man. Mega Clops is monster effects, right? Except Xyz monsters. So if there are like a ridiculous Xyz that could walk over it, potentially. But, whoa.
I think all he plays is like Gallant Granite, I would assume. I forgot to look.
Bear says, think. Thinking about... Oh, you could summon from deck, too, of course.
Yeah. So he could always go for, like, Multi-Faker if he wants to try to get his thing. No, he's going for the Mega Clops!
Alright, so this card, if you haven't played against Zodiac recently, you've probably never seen. But it's made with 3 Xyz monsters. It's unaffected by other monsters' effects, except Xyz monsters. Can't be destroyed by battle, except with battle that include Xyz monsters. And it can summon an Xyz from your graveyard and tuck an opponent's card under it. But the important part of this monster right now is unaffected by monster effects.
Yeah, 4K unaffected, can't be destroyed by battle. So, you know, even if he plays something like, I don't know, Utopia Double in his extra deck, which I don't think he does, he can't even get... I mean, he can get over it, but he's just going to take the damage.
So you can make, like, Boral Sword and get in for about 3,000 here. If you have, like, a way to deal 1,000 natively, you can still do it. Because Boral Sword doesn't have to decrease the opponent's monster's attack to gain attack.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only out. I mean, personally, I would have preferred to see Last Warrior from Another Planet, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah. Because at that point, I think the thing he was worried about, because Last Warrior has that mandatory effect. When it's summoned, it blows up all the monsters you control.
Yeah.
So he might have been able to negate that with the Kokimiru Guardian.
Oh, that's right. Wow. You're living in 2021.
When it comes to these obscure cards, I understand everything. It's the only reason you brought me along, so I know the Last Warrior rulings.
It's like, who do I know that has read Last Warrior? Exactly one person.
Yeah. That was, I believe, the first What a Deck I ever made was Last Warrior Turbo.
I think every Yu-Gi tuber has to go through exactly one Last Warrior video, where they're like, man, this card is so cool, and cannot win a game to save its life.
I mean, you win it. The problem is, even if you win a game, it's like the most boring thing ever, because it's you just sitting on something while your opponent sets continuously. And it's like, well, neither player can summon monsters, so I can't overcome... Oh!
Well, this is an unaffected monster of their own. Oh, wow, wait a minute. Oh,
During damage calculation, if this battle's a special summon, make this card gain attack. Yeah, it honest itself, so it's always going to do 3,000 damage.
Wow, suddenly that's a mechanism by which the Adamancipator player can win the game over the course of 2 turns while keeping monster negates up.
If he can make that and Boral Sword, he has game.
Oh, that's hilarious. Whoa, that's so funny.
Because he's just got...
with Block Dragon, right?
So much, yeah.
Oh no! Oh
no! Link monsters too strong.
Oh, this is just miserable.
Welcome to Arc V. You still take the damage.
Oh, and that's the end of the game.
You still take the damage, the movie, the game. Congratulations to Flying Chicken. Congratulations to Bear X Bear. You got to resolve the Waking the Dragon.
What a miserable match. This was the most fun I've had casting this format yet. God, love to see Waking the Dragon resolve. Love to see players get punished for playing Waking the Dragon.
It's the best of both worlds, really, when you think about it.
The true Hannah Montana of Yu-Gi-Oh! Commentary. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for coming on and commentating this round. Everyone, please go to http://google.com/search
Hardleg
equals
literature.
Hardleg literature.
Yeah.
Legs play.
Join my book club. Yeah.
Go to the Hardleg Patreon and donate $10,000, and he will change his channel to a Nerf review channel.
Exactly. And if you want me on here again, let me know. Like, I don't know how good of a commentator are, but I'm always willing to join you, Mr. BT.
Oh, thank you. I will definitely hit you up again. For those of you interested in the ongoing saga that is the Reddit Championship Series, this is the second to last round. So we've got one more round, and then top cut. It cuts to 16, so there will be, I believe, 3 rounds of that as well. Flying Chicken, I think, is a lock after this game because they're X1. Bear X Bear, I believe, does still have a shot at it, but they will have to win the next one, and their breakers will have to be pretty good as well.